Hello, my name is Brandon. I'm the community manager of ProtocolX, and welcome to episode 2 of Educating regarding the ProtocolX ecosystem. If you haven't already, please feel free to check out episode 1. That's when we first discuss PTX and EPTX, how they work, and how they are the core foundation of the ecosystem. Today we're going to be getting into episode 2, where we speak about xLottery, xKeys, and somewhat of xSwap. We won't be going into xSwap in too much detail. However, what we will be doing is explaining further the utilities of EPTX as we touched on in the prior video. So EPTX was one of our ways to be able to make PTX have further ability rather than just having it being a rebase token. So if you didn't watch the last episode, you would have learned that EPTX at its core is sort of like a staking token. Now, I told you to refer to EPTX as a staking token. If you are new to DeFi or not into this space to its maximum potential, then this could be a good way for you to reference EPTX without getting confused. So now we're going to get into EPTX a little bit more. Enhanced PTX is a token that we've now established into the ecosystem. In essence, as I said, you can think of this as a staking token, but it does have further utility. This is why we've called it Enhanced PTX as opposed to just staking PTX. So one of the utilities for EPTX is xKeys. Now, xKeys are one of the greatest things that we are putting into the ecosystem, which directly links a lot of the protocol together, such as being able to use your PTX to get xKeys. Now, xKeys will be obtainable one way and one way only. To get them originally, you'll have to first turn your PTX into EPTX. Now, once you have EPTX, you could do this by using the same place in the D app. You'll be able to swap your EPTX for xKeys. Now, when you swap EPTX for xKeys, any EPTX that was quote unquote sacrificed, is a good way to explain it very simply, will be burned. Now, this is one of the good ways that we are implementing a burn structure into our ecosystem by using you getting xKeys a way to burn further PTX. So that is one direct benefit for PTX holders. Now, these xKeys will be able to be used in magnitudes of ways. You'll be able to use xKeys for our lottery system, future gamification, and most importantly, for upgrading your xShares. Now, we're not going to speak about xShares a bunch today, as there is a lot to go into. However, it's just to let you know, on future episodes, we'll be explaining how xKeys are beneficial for the ecosystem, especially for PTX. Now, we've already touched base on the fact that xKeys burn PTX when purchased. Now, the reason behind this is so that we can actually have benefits for PTX holders throughout the entirety of the ecosystem. Our ecosystem is quite large, so it will have different avenues where people prefer to access. However, what we don't want to do is dilute the ecosystem. If we dilute the ecosystem, then essentially PTX holders will suffer if something becomes a little bit more shiny and more exciting than the other part of the ecosystem. Now, another thing about xKeys is the lottery system. Now, our lottery system isn't too generic. The good thing about our lottery system is that the port in the lottery system, so the way that you would earn the lottery tickets is by purchasing them with xKeys. Once you've got these lottery tickets, you'll be able to enter the lottery. Now, our lottery is a bit different compared to the regular lottery. Now, all of these prizes that will be in the lottery will be from accumulated xKeys, which will be then used to purchase lottery tickets, right? Another way that we'll be integrating prizes is by using 0.08% of all xSwap fees. If you don't know what xSwap is, it's because we haven't touched base on it yet. You can read about this yourself in the Prezi link down below, or you can wait to a further episode where we discuss xSwap, all of its utilities, and how we'll be bringing that into the DeFi game without it being too common, such as a PancakeSwap fork. Now, the xLottery is really good in itself. This is a good way for us to bring further burns into the ecosystem, a bit of community fun, and ways we can reward the entirety of the community without it being too much of a risk. Now, the xLottery is designed to be self-sufficient and run continuously. If there isn't a winner on a specific week, this will continue to run into the next week. Now, the good thing about the lottery is that we can then bolster the prizes with the lottery tickets and also offer further incentives. Another way this will benefit the ecosystem is what we'll be speaking about in the next episode. So in the next episode, we'll be speaking about xShares. We're not going to touch base on it too much today. However, the reason why you use xKeys for the lottery system is because some people may find them that they've had leftover xKeys or that they've won xKeys. And this is a really, really good way for smaller people in the community, even larger people in the community, to earn ways to upgrade your xShares. Anyways, Thank you very much for coming to the second episode of Educating regarding the ProtocolX ecosystem. These are very short, snappy and sweet videos which briefly explain the entirety of the ecosystem. If you want to learn more, you can always feel free to watch other AMAs that we have on our channel, most importantly the recent ones where we explain the upgrades and changes coming to ProtocolX and the ways that it benefits you as a PTX holder. I just want to say thank you guys for the uphold support on the first episode of this video series, so to say. It was a very good understanding and I'm glad that it helped a lot of you learn more about the ecosystem. If you do have any questions, feel free to look in the links below to find links to our Discord and other platforms such as our Telegram and Twitter where you can ask further questions. Thank you guys very much for checking out the episode and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you.